There's a kind of loneliness that we don't talk about very often. Not the obvious kind. Not the I don't have anyone kind. But the loneliness that comes from being around people and still feeling unseen. It's the kind that happens when you're the listener, the steady one, the one people vent to, rest with, lean on. And yet, very few people actually ask how you are doing, not in a real way. This loneliness doesn't always feel loud. Sometimes it's quiet, heavy, like carrying something invisible that no one thought to help you hold. You can be deeply loved and still feel unknown. You can be appreciated and still feel overlooked. And when you live in that space long enough, you start questioning yourself. You wonder if you're asking for too much, if you're too sensitive, if this is just how it is. But here's the truth I wish more people understood. Feeling unseen doesn't mean you're unworthy of being seen. It usually means you learned how to disappear just enough to keep others comfortable. A lot of us were praised for being easy, strong, understanding, and my favorite, low maintenance. And what no one tells you is that those traits can quietly train people to take you for granted. You become the calm in the room, the emotional regulator, the safe place. But safety without reciprocity becomes isolation. And that hurts in a very specific way. Because you don't want attention for attention's sake. You don't want to be rescued. You just want someone to notice you without having to explain yourself. To feel chosen without having to perform. There's also something tender I want to name here. Sometimes we don't feel seen because we've learned to hide the parts of ourselves that feel inconvenient. The sadness that lingers, the needs that feel too much, the truth that might disrupt the peace. So we edit ourselves. We soften our words. We say, I'm fine, when we're clearly not. And then we wonder why no one sees us. This isn't self-blame. It's self-compassion. Because those coping strategies once kept you safe. But now, they may be keeping you lonely. And here's the gentle shift I want to offer you. Being seen starts with allowing yourself to take up a little more emotional space. Not all at once. Not with everyone. But with someone safe. Or even with yourself. It looks a little like letting your voice shake. Letting a pause exist. Letting yourself admit quietly, I actually need something right now. You don't need to earn connection by being useful. You don't need to stay invisible to be loved. You were never meant to be everyone's refuge while having none of your own. If this resonates, I want you to know you're not broken. You're not dramatic. You are not asking for too much. You're responding to a very real ache, the desire to be met. And that desire is sacred. So if today all you do is acknowledge your loneliness without judging it, that counts. If you sit with yourself and say, I see you, I'm here, that counts. You are not invisible, even when it feels that way. You deserve the relationships where your presence is felt, not just your usefulness.